Kelly Style, your State Farm insurance agent in Oskaloosa, is excited to be serving the Mahaska County community and the surrounding area. See Kelly at 309 High Avenue E, Oskaloosa, or call 641-673-0088.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the thousands listening locally and the millions listening around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Shetler!
We are grooving into a Friday, April 5th. A good morning to you. Time for the morning wake-up here on Steve Shetler Media. Our morning wake-up brought to us by Home Plate Sports Cards in Oskaloosa, 1516 A Avenue East in Oskaloosa, to be exact. And you can call Home Plate Sports Cards at 641-676-1516. Home Plate Sports Cards. There's no place like Home Plate Sports Cards. Get in there Wednesday through Friday, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Saturdays, noon to 6, and Sundays, noon to 4. Home Plate Sports Cards in Oskaloosa, bringing us our morning wake-up here on Steve Shetler Media. Of course, we've been talking about this week how Home Plate Sports Cards going to have a WrestleMania party. 2 of them, in fact, because WrestleMania is now spread out over 2 days. Now, not like when I was a youngin'. WrestleMania was, they had it in like 2 hours, and then they kind of slowly went to 3 hours, and now it's 2 days. So check that out, the WrestleMania party. Free pizza, prizes, if you like wrestling, Saturday and Sunday, both 5 to 10 at Home Plate Sports Cards. That's in Oskaloosa, bringing us our morning wake-up here on Steve Shetler Media. And, of course, we are broadcasting live, 100% live from the Oski Dental Studios. You can find Oski Dental in Oskaloosa as well. Dr. Schuster and Dr. Drawn at 641-673-4845. That's Oski Dental. Sponsoring our studios here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's see here. Coming up later on today, boy, so much stuff to get to here on Steve Shetler Media this morning. Coming up later on today, where is my graphics? My graphics are going bonkers on me. But we do have Sierra Griggs. We're going to be heading up to Barnwired and Sigourney later on today from 11:30 to noon. As we always give you an Iowa musical artist, and we're going to have Sierra today, 11:30 to noon at Barnwired. Check it out in person. It's always a fun experience to be there in person. You can get some coffee, get something to eat. They always have lunch specials. They've always got something going on at Barnwired in Sigourney. So check it out in person or check it out live here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's coming up later on today. Of course, tomorrow we will have the sports section live from Brothers Market in Sigourney, as Jenny Hobbs is our host, and we'll have a guest tomorrow lined up starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's our sports section, the high school athlete coaches show here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's see here. We put up earlier this morning our This or That for the day. That's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. And your this or that for today, which, just scroll back. It went up at 6 a.m., goes up at 6 a.m. every weekday morning. And you just comment. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you like? Do you like PayPal or do you like Venmo? I have not checked this at all this morning. I got caught up on things this morning and haven't checked it at all. So what do you think? PayPal or Venmo? I just recently, finally, got Venmo here in the last couple of months. So I am up to speed there. I've had PayPal for a long time. But what do you think? PayPal or Venmo are this or that for today. Later on today, we'll put up our question of the day. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa at 202 North Main in Sigourney, 641-622-3772. Call or text for an appointment. They've got all those products you see lined up across the screen there. Hair services, spa services, extensions, products, and tanning. Any big plans for the weekend? It's just kind of a general question for today. We're not looking for anything specific. We're not targeting any specific topic for today. Just what are your plans for the weekend? I'm trying to think. I've got the Love Inc. auction, dessert auction coming up tonight. I can't talk at the Gateway Nazarene Church in Oskaloosa. I'll be watching the Iowa Hawkeye women after that. And tomorrow, trying to think, nothing really planned for tomorrow, I don't believe. I might head over to Home Plate Sports Cards for the WrestleMania party. That'd be kind of fun. Otherwise, what are your plans for the weekend? That'll be our question of the day that goes up at noon today. You know what? We skipped right over our forecast. Let's get to that. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney, 641-622-3191. Stop in and see Cindy and the Gals Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. They've got fresh floral arrangements, jewelry, home decor, sympathy gifts. They got something for everyone at the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Nice day today. Sunshine and 55. North winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So, nice spring day here in Iowa after some windy conditions the last few days. Of course, we had some rain earlier this week, so nice and sunny and 55 today. Clear skies tonight, a low of 30. Sunshine for your Saturday, breezy, and a high of 56. Going to see some more showers coming in tomorrow night, a low of 41 and breezy. And then more of that on Sunday, showers, breezy, and 63. Right now, our current conditions here in southeast Iowa, according to the National Weather Service, we have humidity at 92%, wind speeds northwest at 5 miles per hour, the barometer at 30.10, and 27 degrees right now in southeast Iowa. Again, your weather brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Hey, let's take a look. Let's feature some stuff going on this weekend here in our area. As we mentioned, we've got the Love Inc. Gala, the Gala. You're invited to the Love Inc. of Mahaska County Dinner Dessert Auction Gala. I find it hard to say the word gala. It's just weird to me. Gala is how I've always said that. So that's tonight. Social time at 6, dinner at 6:30. It's at the Gateway Nazarene Church in Oskaloosa. I'm going to be emceeing. Hot Neil Crott will be hanging out with me. We'll be helping out with the auction. We're going to be the guy. They've got the actual, auctioneer guy. And Neil and I are going to be like the Pointer guys, the Pointer brothers. And we'll be making sure everybody's on a hip, beep, beep, herp. So look for us there. Also coming up on Sunday, the Barn City Annual Fireman's Breakfast. That's Sunday morning from 7 to 10:30 a.m. at the Barn City Fire Station. So get some pancakes, sausage, eggs, biscuits, gravy. And also, they are looking for new members, volunteers for the fire department in Barn City. So check that out. And looking for other things that are going on, in particular this weekend. I'm not sure what else is happening for sure. So we'll just kind of randomly pick this coming up next week, next weekend, is the Sigourney Golf and Country Club season opening UTV ride, poker run through Keokuk County. So make sure you get signed up for that. That should be a lot of fun. Give me just a second here. I'm going to pull up some graphics for you so we can feature some things here. We've got our Athlete of the Week, which we're going to get to here momentarily. We're going to get to our Athlete of the Week, and then we're going to show you our Team of the Week. That's what made me kind of be a little crazy this morning. I totally forgot I had to get these images ready for this morning. We got these out just before 7 o'clock this morning. Our Athlete of the Week, as voted on by you, the viewers, the engagers of Steve Shetler Media, Natalia Linder of North Mahaska Track voted our Athlete of the Week. She had a ton of votes, over 500 votes for Natalia. So congratulations to her from North Mahaska High School's North Mahaska Track. And then our Team of the Week, which is new. We're just starting this up. It's sponsored by Kelly Style State Farm in Oskaloosa. The Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week is the Pekin High School girls track team, as voted on by you guys. So congratulations. Again, our Team of the Week, Pekin High School girls track. Our Athlete of the Week, Natalia Linder of North Mahaska girls track. So our athlete brought to us by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Kelly Style State Farm bringing us our Team of the Week. All right, I think that catches us up with most everything here on Steve Shetler Media. Let me do that. Something you're not seeing. Hey, good morning to you. Well, I tell you what, some of you people, you must just be waiting for me to go on at 7 a.m. You are waiting to say good morning. The second this thing goes live, you guys are on top of it. So good morning to you, Nancy, Dan, Rebecca, Cindy, Tamra, Sherry, Dixie, Jackie, Tamra, Tracy. Whew, look at all of you. Tamra's getting ready for some stuff coming up this weekend. We've got Rick, Brothers Market. We've got Sherry, Chad. Saw you, Chad, the other day. Good to see you here this morning. Dixie, Amber. So, hey, got a bunch of people tuning in this morning here on the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Home Plate Sports Cards. Let's go ahead and jump into some birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Birthdays for today. We've our old fart of the day, our oldest celebrity, the director of Little Shop of Horrors, Roger Corman, is 98 years old. So, Roger, happy birthday to you. Let's see, we go down the list to Michael Moriarty, actor from Law & Order, 83 years old. Singer, check out this name, Agnetha Falskog from ABBA. Dancing Queen. Agnetha, not Agatha. Agnetha is 74. So happy birthday to you, Aggie. We've got guitarist Mike McCready from one of my top 3 favorite bands of all time, Pearl Jam. Mike McCready, the guitarist, is 58. Who is my top 3 that nobody is asking? Well, the trifecta, the trilogy that I love, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Metallica. Those are the 3. Top 3. That's my 3-headed Mount Rushmore of rock and roll. Let's see here. We've got the singer Paula Cole, Where Have All the Cowboys Gone, with her 56th birthday today. We've got Pat Green, country singer Pat Green, Wave on Wave, who gets his song played, well, at least he used to get that song played all the time with the Iowa Hawkeye football team, first quarter wave. Pat Green, 52 years old, Wave on Wave. Singer-producer Pharrell Williams, is that how you say his name, Pharrell? Relly? Ferry? I I truly don't know how you say his name. The guy with the hat. Happy. He is 51. He is happy. And then WWE wrestler Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, is 38 years old. Good morning to you, Dodie. Glad to see you joining us this morning. On this date in history, on April 5th, in 1614, Pocahontas married John Rolfe. So you had the American Indian princess, as it's described here, marrying the English colonist in Virginia. So, 1614. A few years later, the Mayflower set sail for Plymouth, from Plymouth, Massachusetts, on its return to England. Why would they go back? Stay here. Have a good time here in America. It was on this date in 1923. Good morning to you, Bruce. 1923, on this date, Firestone began making inflatable tires. That's a good thing. And then 1931, maybe one of the biggest goof-ups of all time, Fox Films dropped an actor that they say just wasn't cutting it. Who was that actor? Well, some guy named John Wayne. 1931. John went on to make a few movies, become just a little bit of an icon here in the United States. Oh, you know what time it is. It is time for today according to the National Day calendar, today is Go for Broke Day. So I guess if there's something that you've really been wanting to do and you've been holding back, now's the time to do it. Just go for broke. As the old saying goes, Go for Broke Day. It's National Dandelion Day. I really haven't seen too many dandelions pop up yet. It's National Deep Dish Pizza Day. So I guess we're all going to have to go to Chicago and have some Chicago deep dish. It's National Caramel Day. Not caramel, caramel. It's Bell Bottoms Day. I'm going to have to break out my bell bottoms when I go up to Barn Wired. And it's also National Flash Drive Day. I don't know why that has to have its own day, but it does. Things you need to know. All right, things you need to know. Let's see here. No idea if they can get the original stars back, but there are plans. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? There are plans to make a 5th Matrix movie. They should have stopped after the first one. The first one was perfection. Are you a fan of the Matrix movies? Why? Why did they keep going? The second and third ones were, no, not that good. The fourth one was, no, not needed. The fifth one, I'm just telling you, quit. The studio needs to pull the plug on the 5th Matrix movie. Don't do it. Just stop. Other things you need to know. A California lawmaker wants to make it illegal for your boss to regularly contact you after hours. That'd be a good thing. Unless it's an emergency or to address work schedule issues. So, we'll see if that happens. See here, the Oakland A's going to leave after the 2024 season and have scheduled their games for the next 3 seasons in a minor league park in Sacramento, while their new stadium is being built in Las Vegas. So, they are getting out of Oakland regardless. Other stuff, thieves made off with as much as $30 million in an Easter Sunday burglary. Nothing celebrates Jesus rising more than a burglary. At a Los Angeles money storage facility where cash from businesses across the region is handled and stored, no alarm went off, and early theories include it being an inside job. Apple's next big thing. They're working on robots that would follow users around their homes. Creepy. While another is said to be an advanced tabletop home device that uses robotics to move a display around. Not quite following that one, but both are weird. Tickets for this weekend's Women's Final Four. Of course, Iowa plays tonight. being held in Cleveland, said to be going for as much as $2,000. $2,000 to see Caitlin Clark in action. Powerball. For 39 consecutive drawings, there has been no winner in the Powerball. That means the jackpot on the line for tomorrow night will be upwards of $1.23 billion. You know, I'm the type, as I think I've said here before, I'm the type of guy that I don't buy Powerball tickets until it reaches like the $1 billion mark. Because, you know, I'm not gonna mess with just a few million. I'm gonna waste my money when there's a chance to win $1 billion. I gotta take my cans and bottles back tomorrow so I can get some Powerball money to blow on some Powerball tickets. Let's see here. Oh, we're gonna get to this later on in some of the weird news. A New York City man in Queens is a porch pirate. Oh no, actually this is different. A New York City man in Queens got tired of his packages being stolen, so he set up a trap for a local porch pirate. Arr, arr, arr. He put a bunch of empty boxes on his porch and waited. The thief showed up and gave him a big greeting with a baseball bat. The porch pirate made a run for it, but the guy grabbed him and held him until police arrived. So, hiding in a box. Let's see here. Finally, Danny Masterson, serving 30 years to life sentence for a rape conviction, is doing everything he can to drag out his divorce with his wife. Is it Bijou Phillips? So that's going on there. Oh, you know what time it is? It's time for today's Impossible question. Oh, it's impossible. What percent of Americans have a living will? Why do they call it a living will? Why don't they call it a dead person's will? What percentage of Americans have a living will? Do you have a living will? According to this, about 46% of people have a living will. So that's, whatever. It's today's impossible question here on the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Eddie at Home Plate Sports Cards in Oskaloosa. As I mentioned, I am not really all that prepared for today, so we're just going to kind of wing it. Let's get to something weird.
That is weird.
In some weird, a truck carrying more than 100,000 young Chinook salmon was bound for Oregon's Imnaha River to help populate a waterway where they're considered a threatened species. So you got this truck carrying 100,000 salmon. The thing is, tens of thousands of them ended up in a creek near their former fish hatchery home instead, after the vehicle carrying them to their destination crashed last Friday. Per a release from the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, the 53-foot fish tanker was trying to take a sharp corner during its planned 3-hour drive when it rolled over onto its side, skidded down the road and over an embankment where it flipped onto its roof, and then all the fishies went swimming into the creek. Thousands of salmon. Make a good salmon patty. In some other weird news, online dietitians, many of them backed up by food makers, also are building lucrative followings by co-opting what they call anti-diet messages. Anti-diet hashtags such as no bad foods, hashtag food freedom, and hashtag ditch the diet have been making a buzz on social media. The Post and the Examination analyzed more than 6,000 social media posts by 68 registered dietitians with at least 10,000 followers. Now, the analysis showed that roughly 40% of these influencers, with a combined reach of over 9 million followers, repeatedly used anti-diet language. So they're saying not to diet. They're saying to eat whatever you want. The majority of the influencers who used anti-diet language also were paid to promote products from food, beverage, and supplement companies. The rapid spread of anti-diet messaging and the alliance between some of the country's registered dietitians and the food industry has alarmed some in the public health community. So basically, these influencers are getting paid to say, eat all you want, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We talked the other day, was it just yesterday, about Botswana threatening to send 20,000 elephants to Germany? Are you threatening me? Well, let's get to some more elephant news, because you can't get enough elephant news. An American tourist on a safari tour of Zambia's national park died Saturday when an elephant charged the vehicle that was carrying her. The woman, who this TV station identifies as 79-year-old Gail Matson of Minnesota, was staying at a camp and had ventured out with 5 others for a guided photography tour, according to USA Today. Now, during the venture, a bull elephant charged the group's vehicle. ABC News aired footage of the elephant trotting up to the left side of the vehicle and then using its tusks to flip it over. So, these safaris and these little, you go out and take pictures, they always look fun. They're like, oh, that's cool. Let's take a picture. But the elephant said, not happening. Some other weird news, or some lucky news. A Virginia woman who accidentally hit the wrong button on a lottery vending machine ended up winning $1 million, a $1 million Powerball prize, thanks to her mistake. Miriam Long told Virginia lottery officials that she visited the lottery vending machine at a CVS on South Main in Blacksburg, Virginia, because she wanted to buy a Mega Millions ticket. Now, she says she accidentally hit the wrong button, ended up with a ticket for the March 18th Powerball drawing. She matched the first 5 winning numbers in the drawing, earning a $1 million prize. I'd say that would be a nice mistake. And finally, in some weird news today, a California police department said a bomb squad had to be summoned to its front lobby when a resident showed up with a box containing 3 grenades that turned out to be live. So live grenades at a police station. The Pleasanton Police Department said on social media that a citizen visited the front lobby at police headquarters to turn over 3 grenades he found in his garage, and he assumed that they weren't working. Well, unbeknownst to him, the grenades were live. They say if you find any potentially dangerous explosives, please don't touch them. That's always some good sound advice. That is your weird news for this Friday morning. Other stuff going on. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. And some disorder. Oh, crazy cat people. A French couple, oui, they were PU. A French couple found to have been keeping 159, that's a 1, a 5, and a 9, 159 cats and 7 dogs in their small apartment. They have received a lifetime ban from having pets. Police arrived at the apartment last year to intervene in a neighborhood dispute and discovered the animals and all of their poop spread around the 861 square foot space. Can you imagine the smell? Can you imagine that? That is, ugh. At least 2 cats and 2 dogs were found dead in a bathroom. So you have 159 cats, all of their cat poop, and 4 dead animals in an apartment. Good Lord. Weird. I mean, that is weird. That's like psycho weird. So a court who found the couple guilty of the offense of abandonment instead issued a 1-year suspended sentence and a permanent ban on the couple keeping pets. No kidding. Weirdos. Let's do something that will make you smile.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, brought to us by Dr. Stacy Freeze at Lifetime Dental Solutions, with locations in Sigourney and Oskaloosa, and they are celebrating Oral Health Month. And you can book your appointment today with Dr. Stacy Freeze and staff, 641-622-2669. Go to lifetimedentalsolutions.com. Dr. Stacy Freeze bringing us something to make you smile. And here is something to make you smile, as there is a kid, his name is Sean Ronayne, has watched birds feeding in the garden from his kitchen window in Ireland. At age 14, he could identify most by their sounds, and now he is 35 years old. He's on a mission to record the sounds of every bird species in Ireland. Due to intensive farming, 63% of Ireland's native bird species are at risk of extinction because Ireland has lost 90% of its wetlands, now more than any other country in the world, and just 1% native tree cover, the lowest in Europe. So this guy, he is a bird lover, and now he is trying his best to get every bird in Ireland, get the noises of each bird recorded before it's too late. So good luck to him. Best wishes to that guy. By far, the most popular section of this guy's public talks is when he describes the ability of some birds to mimic other birds, which, by the way, is what our parrot does. You know, I don't know if you guys know. We've got a African gray parrot here in the Shetler household, and it sits by the window so it can get some sunshine and see what's happening outside. But it also likes to mimic some of the outside birds, which is kind of funny. So anyway, something to make you smile, brought to us by Dr. Stacy Freeze at Lifetime Dental Solutions. Let's wrap up today with some duh.
Duh. Duh. Duh. Duh.
Good morning to you, Stacy, coming to us from Fargo. Eloise, Billy, good to see you guys this morning. In some duh, the Yukon Police Department removed the head of its sex crimes unit last year after an internal probe substantiated allegations that he kissed and touched other employees without their consent and made lewd comments in front of female employees. Again, this is the guy that heads up the Connecticut Police Department sex crimes unit. Doing inappropriate things, kissing and touching. Duh. Mark Hanna, then a sergeant and supervisor of the department's Special Victims Unit, also called an employee who had filed the complaint against him to ask her to withdraw it. So this guy is a double duh. And then he lied to investigators about the call, so he's a triple duh. And he's an idiot. They say employees are forced to modify their behavior in order to avoid having Sergeant Hanna touch them or be alone in his presence. So let's see here. The blah, blah, blah. The agreement demoted Hanna from sergeant to detective with a decrease in pay, removed his ability to supervise that unit, barred him from applying or being considered for or promoted for 5 years, and required him to attend remedial training on sexual harassment and other department and university policies. So yeah, he gets the duh.
Duh. Duh. Duh. Duh.
He's stupid. That is the duh. That is your morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's bring up our forecast for today. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate. Sunshine, nice day. Sunshine today and a high of 55. Going to get breezy tomorrow and sunny, and then some rain moving in for Saturday night and Sunday. All right. Our morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. Do keep in mind we always broadcast live from the Oski Dental Studios. Call 641-673-4845. Our morning wake up brought to us by Home Plate Sports Cards in Oskaloosa. Get in there this weekend for their WrestleMania parties coming up on Saturday and Sunday evenings. Otherwise, coming up today here on Steve Shetler Media, let me look over at the schedule. We've got the In Remembrance Of video coming up at 8 a.m. this morning. We'll get to the Iowa Music Showcase live from Barnwired at 11:30 with Sierra Griggs. Later on this evening, we'll get to the Tassel Ridge Winery video. We'll get to Successful Farming at 5:30. Tomorrow morning, we've got the sports section from Brothers Market. All right, I'll be back here for the morning wake up at 7 a.m. on Monday. Be sure to tune in then. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Thanks.